And and that seems to be the reasoning behind the law in Texas, that we have this no fault divorce. So if one person wants out, they can get out. It's like an escape hatch where you can just get out if you need to, without really a reason other than we just have differences that we can't resolve. So, or I want out. It's a totally sad situation. But I want us to get to the best place we can get. I mean, I want to make it as easy, the bad situation as, as easy as possible and not make it any worse anyway.
I just hate them. I just hate what what they're going through right now at this time. I just
Be,
it sucks, but I try to deal with it.
and
That's
is that related to the divorce, you say, or just like,
yes, ma'am, because I know they didn't want it, I didn't want it, she wanted it. So
well, let me ask Ms. Gardner this though. You are committed, and Ms. Gardner, even after the divorce, or once you get a divorce, is it your plan to still to be fully involved in the co-parenting with Mr. Boyd and raising your
Of
two?
course, of course, of course.
Okay. Um,
I don't keep him away from his sons. I don't keep him away.
um, so it can never be as good. I mean, we can all be sad about that. It can never be as good as it would be if you guys were together and the boy, everything was okay. But sometimes it's the next best thing is you can't, it's to be apart, but still be able to not have to worry about your personal relationship, just worry
And
about,
now just focus on the boys.
focus
Yeah.
on the boys and what's best for them. And that is, and have your love for each other, make sure that it shows to the boys, because love and respect, you showing love and respect for their mother is a huge thing for them, and vice versa. The fact that she
Yes.
shows respect and love for you, even though you guys are not going to be together, that's super important for the boys, because you guys are they're the only mom and dad they're going to ever have, and we want you all to be the best you can be as well. So the order, though, the actual order from the that you guys are operating under, that was from June of 2015.
Yes.
Um, Mr. Boyd, does that still, I mean, that's still working, correct? Or,
it's been working. I've
okay.
been seeing them. I see my boys. I'm very hands on.
Okay.
I'm
So you don't want it need to, you don't desire a change about that order at all.
no man. Long as I get to see my boys,
Okay.
I
So,
know I can't see them like I usually see them now because we're not in the house. I'm not in the house,
mhm.
and I just like to see, you know, however they got it going every other week, or except I just want to be able to communicate with my boys, see that they're all right. Then when they want to see me, they can see me. When I want it, you know, things like that.
Okay. Well, have you looked at the order? I mean, it does provide for possession, right? That schedule that you're talking about, first, third, and fifth. It has all the holidays, all the schedule, and where you drop off and pick up. That nothing is changing under
Okay.
that order. That order is going to not be the order that is guides what happens with the children, and then it's going to be always together now with this divorce decree, which says what happens with your property. So is it a fair, do you think the division, I mean, you've agreed to a division of your property, your personal property, that you're just going to keep what you have and she's going to keep what she has? Yes.
As as far as the property goes,
Yes.
she can have. I mean, the car, the the house, the things in the house, because I know they need things there?
I have packed up everything that is his, and the issue is that where he is now, he doesn't have the space. So I have just placed everything together. So when he does or is able to get the rest of his belongings, he can.
And you're okay to you're okay to store those for now, to keep those in safe until he can get them. At least for now.
At least for now, yes.
And before you get rid of them, can you, I mean, if you have to have the space or get rid of them in some way, they need to move because you're moving or because something's happening. Do you promise to talk to Mr. Boyd and try and make arrangements for him to find a place to put
Yes.
stuff? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, then
The only thing that we have is the only thing that we have as far as community property that was bought during the marriage was the Ford Edge.
right.
And it although it's in my name, as he is saying that she can have the car, that's fine. We're not disagreeing on that.
Okay. And that's true. You've got a vehicle, Mr. Boyd, or you,
No, ma'am.
okay, but you're okay with her to have the Ford Edge?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
She needs to get around, and the boys need to get around. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, then, I'm gonna sign this decree right now, and I say that the magic words of divorce granted per the decree, and I will sign it right now.
As far as the kids and as far as all of that, I mean, I thought what I signed was for, the kids. I didn't know what kind of hearing this was, like for a total divorce. I didn't know if this was a hearing like for child support about the kids or, a total whole divorce. I mean, I didn't know how that goes. That's why I'm just listening.
Well, the decree, I mean, the divorce petition, I mean, today was for the final trial to divide to get the divorce. And based on the testimony of both of you and how we work through that, I feel like, I am granting the divorce. It doesn't change anything with respect to the boys or to the kids. That order remains just the way it was yesterday and all the days before since it was signed in 2015. So that order remains in place. Nothing changes. The only thing this does is gives you the status, divorces you, and divides all your property.
Yes.
And so that's what I just did. And so you guys you're divorced as of right now, today, July 1st.
Okay. And do I get my maiden name back? I did.
I did forget to ask you that. What is the name that you want to return to?
Brown.
We've had whites this morning. Now we have browns. And we've had a lot of Marys. So I don't know. Okay, of course it's going to be brown. Okay, so then it'll just be Melanie, middle name.
Shanae.
Shanae.
Yes, Melanie Shanae Brown.
And is that a name you used before?
That's my maiden name. Yes.
And you're not asking to change your name to avoid creditors or felony prosecution?
Oh, no, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am. I'm just going back to where I started.
Okay, name change granted also per the decree. But Mr. Boyd, you, I understand that do you understand though that there's not really a way to stop the divorce from going forward if somebody wants it?
I'm not trying to stop it.
Okay.
I just feel that a lot of things is unfair.
Which part is unfair?
I really wanted time to get an attorney, but I've been my funds are so low, and it's a lot. We've been together 13 years. And, you know, it was things that we said that we were going to do, that we were supposed to be doing, that we just didn't follow through with. And it's like when she went to college and I held the boys down and did all that. She graduated, magna cum laude, all of that. And see, I was going to go to college and do some things after that. See, when all of that, it's some things that I don't understand because I'm not knowledgeable of the law like that. I know she would be because this is not her first divorce. And it's a lot of things that's being left out, I feel, and unsaid. And I
So,
just I don't understand some things.
okay.
And then for this just to be like final, I didn't know. It like I was thinking like it was like a hearing. We try to see what's going on, and then and now it's being final decree, divorce, bow, bow, bow. I feel it's a thing that's 13 years, man. I mean, excuse my French. And she's put into the marriage, and I've put into the marriage. And I just feel some things
Well, are your
not right.
okay. Um, but is that about the division, about the emotionally, about you just the fact that you don't?
Nah, not about the emotions. No,
Okay.
emotionally a little bit
Okay.
because I can get over that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
But is it about
I
property?
didn't cause, ma'am.
Well,
Far as the property, no, because that can be as far as that house and all of that. That can be that's petty. That's small to me.
well, and also
It's
you don't own that house and you're renting that house, correct?
no, no, I don't. Yeah, I know that. I know
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay. So nobody's
It's
getting the house other than, I mean, it's not being, the people who own it still own it. She's just continuing to rent it.
oh yeah, I know that part. I
Okay.
understand. I
Well,
just feel that I need an attorney.
if you, okay, so you're just, I'm hearing you. I didn't realize that you wanted to have a contested trial because it sounded like everything you actually, the parts that, uh, the property division, which is the only thing really to be dealing with, is you were in agreement with that property division. So if there is proper, I'm not sure what you don't like or what would work, what you think is not fair, but if that's the case and you think I mean, I could reset you guys. I mean, we don't have, I could reset it and we could have a trial. And that's what today was set for, a trial. And hang on one second, Ms. Gardner. And I just didn't think there were any issues. So now
I'm just blind to the fact of some things. It's some things that I know supposed to happen that I'm just not speaking on. That I just know that I need an attorney. I just
Why do
know
you
that
need an attorney? For
I don't
what?
need to speak to you right now.
Okay.
I just need to speak to the judge.
Okay. Well, and you can well, you're entitled to get an attorney. I would strongly want you to talk to an attorney and get some advice because then maybe it will help you understand what's going,
Yes,
a little bit.
yes. That's what I'm saying. I need to understand some things.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bash her. I'm not into that. It's just that I just know that I need to speak with an attorney
And
because all of this is happening like in the last 4 months.
okay. And when did you try to get an appointment with an attorney? Have you tried to talk to one?
I've been trying to contact legal aid, but see, it's hard for me to move around and to do certain things. I'm at everybody's beck and call. And then with me being injured and hurt and with COVID and everything, it's hard for me to get that done. And
Sure.
see, and on a paper that I read that I did get before you sign anything or do anything, you need to have an attorney look over it. you know, to make sure, you know, because I'm not knowledgeable of some things. I know she's knowledgeable of some things like this because she deals with contracts. She deals with things like this. She's been through this before.
Okay.
This is my first rodeo.
Well, but you haven't had a chance in the 4 months to get an attorney to look at it. But
No, ma'am, because I've been having death after death
okay.
after death in my family.
But
And
but when would you be able to? Because when would you be able to do that? Because if we there are time. I mean, you know, we set for
yes,
trial
ma'am.
today, so how? And also, yeah. Okay, let me.
Jerry, you
A
know
lot of things.
you finna prolong
No,
this. That's what
no,
you're
it's just
doing.
a lot of things now. I mean, it's a lot of
You
things
you
not being
you're going
said.
to, yes. You're not doing the divorce.
No,
You're trying to drag it on.
No,
You
no, no,
talking
listen
about
to me.
you guys,
okay? Listen,
stop.
no,
I'm not
but
trying to,
No,
no.
no, we're not. We're not. Okay, so we can either have we were set for trial today. I thought you guys had an agreement because you have not mentioned anything that you specifically want. That's all I'm here to do is divide the property in a just and fair way. Okay. I don't know what your proposition is, but I also understand that you want to talk to someone, Mr. Boyd, which is fine with the court. I could hold you guys over for 30 days and give you time to look and see if you want to get a lawyer to come. I just don't know what your it sounded like you have an agreement, like you're in agreement with it and you just don't want to get a divorce, which I understand, but I'm saying you can't stop. So if you want me to reset it and put it, I can reset it for just a little bit and I won't I won't sign that decree and I'll hang on but you need to get me, you know, before this next trial, you need to get me in writing and Ms. Gardner, what it is you're not okay with, what it is your proposal. Okay. About your property. And really that's all there is to do. Yes, ma'am, you can unmute. I'm sorry. I just couldn't have you guys. I need to get on to the next trial.
okay. This is the thing. Jerry told me that he went to legal aid to fill. That's who helped him fill out the information to sign the waiver. Jerry's been to an attorney. So I don't understand where he's coming from with all this. I don't understand this process. This is the final divorce. This is it. This was it. So I don't really understand why we're gonna have to wait because he needs an attorney when it's like everything is agreed upon. No child support. You get to keep what you got. What is there? You're contesting what you said you weren't gonna that you wasn't gonna contest. Now you're not you're uncontesting the divorce now. I mean you're contesting the divorce. That's what I'm trying to get him to understand is that now you are contesting the divorce. So now you're going to drag this process out because you already been to legal aid. And I'm not in agreement with him trying to get an attorney because he's trying to say he doesn't understand. This was the final, this was the final straw. This was the closure. You've already been to legal aid.
Is that true, Mr. Boyd? Oh, you're muted. Sorry. Unmute.
I went to see an attorney. The attorney sent me because I couldn't pay out of pocket. They referred me to legal aid. And then when they referred me to legal aid, I haven't had the time like to get to legal aid to set up an attorney because how everything is set up with COVID and all of this. But now things are being lifted, you know, and I'm not trying to prolong this. It's not that I want to get her back or nothing like that. That is not the case. Please believe me, that is not the case.
Well,
I just feel I need an attorney.
Okay, hang on one second. And you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit hampered because I can't see the file, so I can't see how long you've known. I mean, I just am unable to see the things that would help me. I don't know how long this has been.
It was filed March the 8th. It was filed March the 8th.
Okay.
He did the
Okay, hang on. That's enough. Don't say anything more. Gotta stop you right there. Ms. Nicholson, could you do me a huge favor? Maybe the computer on the bench needs to be restarted or something, because I can't connect now at all, but we'll see. So thanks. Oh, okay. All right, just give me a second. I'm gonna put you guys, well, just stay right where you are. So, Mr. Boyd, maybe you can tell me in the meantime, when did you get your when did you get this notice? How long have you known about this setting today?
Like today, about today, I've been knowing for like, I say like 2 or 3 months, about 2 or 3 months.
Okay. Well, so you're entitled to 45 days notice, but the notice that you got said it's set for a bench trial, right?
I don't have papers with me because I had someone had to bring me up. I had to do some things to get where I'm at because I don't have internet where I'm at.
Oh.
So I'm in a McDonald's parking lot.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to hold things up. I'm not knowledgeable of the law. Mm-hmm. It's just that I'm not knowledgeable. And you said like 30 days. I know I can get to somebody. I can talk to somebody and let them, I just feel and no, I'm not trying to prolong and do all of this now.
But I don't, but yet you are.
Okay, if you're not really, if that's what y'all want to do, y'all can do it.
But you're
give her what she wants.
You're not telling me what it is that you don't think is fair other than just getting a divorce. So I was trying to figure out what it is. I mean, it's true. The order, we're not changing the child order provisions, just dividing personal property with the provision that she's going to kind of keep your stuff there until you can take it, but a reasonable amount of time. I mean, how long do you think before you could get that stuff?
I can get some people together. It can be out before next week. I can get my sons, my older sons, and I could try to get some stuff moved. It's not a lot. I've been taking things. It's not like I've been sitting around. That ain't the case, man. Okay.
Well, and if there's no property or nothing that you really want from her, are you saying you may want to, I just don't know what you might be in disagreement about if you guys have been separated since 2010.
Yeah, man.
What was that?
I'm like, no, ma'am. It's since 2010. It's like
that's how
I've been going back and forth. I mean, it's like we haven't separated since 2010. We had to, that was because of financial things. But I've been out there and I've been with my kids. Okay. It's some things that I'm not saying, and it's some things that she's not saying. And all I'm saying is, to be fair, she knows what she's doing. I don't know this thing. I don't know the law when it comes to that. And I just want the proper time to make sure everything's fair. I just don't know. I mean, but if that's what y'all want to do, y'all can go ahead. I mean, I haven't been disagreeable. I haven't been disagreeable. And for what I know, I feel I've been very understanding.
Okay. Almost. I'm almost there. Well, it sounds like then that you've had an opportunity, you have had enough time. You didn't come in asking for the continuance. So if you can't tell me what it is that you're disagreeing to in that decree about the property division, then there's nothing to
All
put it
right,
for, right?
all right.
So,
Go ahead.
okay, all right. So I will send you a copy of, you'll get a copy. Did you get an email from the court about today from Catherine Nicholson?
No, I didn't get one today. The thing I got was like from 2 weeks ago.
No,
I
but
didn't get one.
okay, but you received an email from the court.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
So that's the same. That's where the decree. You'll get an email. She'll send you guys a copy of the decree that I signed today. Okay. And then that'll be final. That'll start time clock running. And so we won't reset. We will just, I'm going to enter that decree, and then you can still have a chance, obviously, to take action or do what you need to do, but you do have time limitations, Mr. Boyd, if you do decide to do that. You got 30 days to try to do something, change it or whatever. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
All right. Good luck to you. I hope good health. I hope you get better soon.
So do I.
And Ms. Gardner, you'll get the copy as well. That's the point. Okay. All right. You guys are free to go. Thank you.